Welcome in this online session of 8th standard English, and today we are going to learn the lesson which I left in the previous lecture, or we can say due to time limitation the previous lecture was somehow incompleted. We'll try to complete it now. I hope you are good at home and sitting very fine at home also, and I'm also trying to make this virtual lecture so interesting so that you can learn this lecture very well. Okay, so see, in this lecture of 8th standard part 2, the best Christmas Eve in the world, lastly we discussed about that some stories, some periods of the time, some theories are remembered everywhere. Why? Because it is only the one thing which we need to understand, that it is remembered for the people because something was extraordinary in this. In this lesson also I made you understand about the roll table which was taken by the narrator, and you can say that it was consisting the story inside that, means it's consisting there was envelope in the tin box which was generally opened by the narrator. Now what was written in the tin box? It was written that the two groups of armies, among them one of the German, they all supported each other and they forgot their enmity for a single day at the day of Christmas, and they celebrated everything here. So here the story begins from the basic left topic. I'm reading on the paragraph second here and you can focus there. I should like to be able to tell you well where it began. The soldier is writing this thing to the beloved friend, or we can say a female partner in this lesson, which is related also. And now here it began with a general truth, but the truth is that I'm ashamed to say that. Now why he is ashamed to say that? Because he was thinking that the thing and the theory which was done or which was done by the other people should be done by this person. And what is he telling? He is telling that I'm ashamed to say it's that Fritz means a German name. It's a German name. Begin its first from someone saw a white flag. Someone saw the white flag, and the white flag was waving in the trenches, in the bunkers near that, in the big gaps, and it was the sign of peace, it was a sign of security, the sign of brotherhood and the relationship too here. So the first someone saw the white flag waving from the trenches opposite, then they were calling out of us from across the mans of Noland. So they were calling us, Happy Christmas, oh the man of Noland, Merry Christmas, oh the man of Noland. They were both, means from both sides the sound was echoing in that whole open ground of the battlefield. And after that here, when we had got over the surprise that wow, the armies of our own rivalism or the rival army are trying to greet us, we thought that it may be a trick, but it was not a trick here, my dear student. Same to you, Fritz, we also said, same to you. I thought that we would be feeling that same thing and will be expressing the same joy towards them here. So but suddenly somehow one of them was so upset in the gray and the other overcoated waving a white flag uniform, and someone somehow was about to shoot, and there was a sound came, don't shoot, don't shoot. It may be a trick, but it is not like that. Obviously if two people are fighting always, and among them if one person is trying to give the friendship hand, you will be not trusting that kind of person very much easily, and you'll be thinking that it may be a trick. Then there was another Fritz upon the parapet, upon the nearer, okay, and he is also doing the same thing. He is also somehow, we can say, another keeping your heads down. I told you man, it's a trick, but it wasn't a trick here. One Fritz is telling that it may be a trick, but it wasn't a trick. It was a general relation, it was a general we can say an invitation about the Christmas Eve as a friendship too here. Now after that what happened? When they met with each other, somehow they were trying to celebrate the Christmas Eve, and when they started to celebrate the Christmas Eve, what happened? One of the Fritz, he came there and he took the bottle upon his head. Now see, supposed to give us the truth, he came there, and you cannot imagine he's telling that he kept the bottle on the head, he started waving his body also, and he started to somehow celebrate this whole of the system well, celebrate whole of this festival well. And after that what happened? They generally had their own drinks together, their cakes together, and they celebrated also together, and they sang the carol together also. See, this story is not only the story related with the theory about the Christmas Eve, it is also related with the brotherhood also, friendship also, and apart from that, it is showing you the showcase of the life history that being a soldier there is something in you, and that is humanity. Whenever you are trying to meet your rival people also out of the war field, you need to treat that person with full respect, and you need to also show the humanity, kindness, generosity and gratitude. So that's the general thing is totally described in the lesson. See my dear students, in this next part of this lesson you will see that okay, how nicely somebody is coming with the football, and then they will try to play the football too, and they will also understand that okay, the playing game is also one of the key where we can say that okay, somehow it can be making every friendship more better, more richer, more good and more trustable to hear. So I should not say that kind of thing that we should always follow and focus only the anonymity here. So I should like to able to tell you that when it began, but the truth is that he's telling once again, I was ashamed of that, but I was now feeling happy because now we all were somehow supporting each other. So one of the German was waving the flag, as I have said you, and now he came waving the bottle also above the head, and he started to say the Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas. So that is the truth which is ever known. And if you go more further, one thing we need to understand that okay, country should be protected. There is no any doubt. Country should be protected. Battles should be held. There is no any doubt. Enemies should be killed. But apart from the battlefield, apart from the battle here, apart from the haterism, there is one thing more lying in all of us, that we all are same men from the same land, and we all have sing in the same air and the water too as well. We all have the same sunlight, so we all are actually same, just the borders have divided the borders has divided us into the two several groups. So we'll see the other thing in the other lecture of this part. Until then, you can take care, keep revising my dear students. This lesson is very interesting. Keep revising by yourself also, read some more pages related to this lesson, and you'll get all the detailed theories about that, and I'll make you clear in the upcoming lecture the upcoming theories of this lesson. Jai Hind. I will meet in the next session.